Thanks, Randy. First of all, before I start, let's have a round of applause from Mr. and Mrs. Beal and Mr. and Mrs. Sakara. When I first met Tony Piccaro, we were in freshman year basketball, and I remember seeing him across the court and thinking to myself, hey, who's that big Mexican kid? But he seemed like a cool guy. Then again, when you're 15 with a full-blown mustache, everyone thinks you're cool. I tried to hang out with Tony as much as possible because he immediately usurped me as hairiest man at Munster High School, and then hairiest man at Indiana University, and then hairiest man since the Neanderthals were wiped out. I know, making fun of Tony for being hairy isn't just fun and childish. I enjoy it. Our first time hanging out outside of school or school activities was at a house party. I won't mention any names of the household we were at because there was underage drinking involved. Let's just say it rhymes with Schmelvin family. We were all outside. I remember Tony coming up to me with a half-empty bottle of vodka in his hands. We was pop off or dark eyes. Nothing says quality vodka like a plastic bottle. Anyway, he had this big smile on his face, and he said something to me that at the time I thought was the most brilliant thing I'd ever heard. He said, dude, if you close your eyes and drink, it tastes like water. So keep in mind I'm 15, 16 at this point, and I'm thinking that this guy is unleashing a dose of prophetic knowledge on me that I will use for the rest of my life. So the unfortunate thing is that I learned two harsh truths from that experience. One, I learned that Tony Piccaro is a liar. And two, I learned that the sense of sight has no bearing whatsoever on the sense of taste. But just that small interaction led to many more down the lines. We became friends. As it turns out, Tony and I had a lot of similarities. We both had similar upbringings and households with ties to the old country. Tony was 100% Italian, I was 100% Serbian. We had similar values, similar principles, and as a result, Tony and I always understood things that no one else would. We both love sports. We both love to make each other laugh. We both love to spend our money like a Puerto Rican on the 15th of the month.
Oh, shit.
Tony and I were more likely to be on the 18 home screen with the phrase insufficient funds than speech language. Yeah. One time in college, we decided to be silly with our money and go to the Bahamas. The thing of it is, nothing went right on this trip. Some creepy old lady in a gas station in Alabama tried to scare us. They didn't let us on the boat in Fort Lauderdale because we didn't have our birth certificates. And our bags went to the Bahamas without us because of some silly international law. So there we are in Fort Lauderdale without any clothes to speak of. Our bags are on a boat to Fort Lauderdale. And Tony's arguing with the customs agent saying, give me my bags back. And the customs agent said, no. And Tony said, well, then it's fine. I'm just going to start taking my pants off. And the thinking was that if we had bags with other pants, then maybe he'd give us our bags back. But it didn't work out that way. I've never seen a man with so much conviction say, sir, please don't take your pants off. Even when we did finally get to the Bahamas, we got sunburned so bad that our skin turned purple. It actually hurt to wear clothing hurt. Our skin was running away from our face at the end of the trip. We looked like two lepers that escaped the colony. But even on that trip, Tony and I realized that even with the worst possible experience, we could still have the best of fun. As time went on, we realized that we'd have fun no matter where we were. Whenever I was acting like an idiot or telling jokes, which is most of the time, my audience was Tony Picardo. If I could make him laugh, I knew it was funny, and I knew it was good. But it wasn't all shenanigans, because of course the other half of this story, the reason that we're all here, is Natalie. Natalie, as some of you may know, we're all friends from high school, and Tony and Natalie dated each other early on. Now, bear in mind, Tony's entire dating history goes like this. Natalie, a bunch of nobodies, Natalie, okay? And I know this not just because Tony and I are best friends, but I also know this because Tony keeps a secret about as well as Osama bin Laden's courier. So, when Tony and Natalie got their second go-around, I echoed the sentiments of his family when we all told them, don't mess this up. Now, Tony and Natalie started to put the old adage to the test. If you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's yours forever. And while it's true that to most men, the phrase, yours forever, is as terrifying as the doctor wound up snipping a little too much off, Tony was nothing short of ecstatic when he got back together with Natalie, and he wasn't afraid to let it be known. The truth is, Natalie was the one for Tony, and Tony was the one for Natalie. They found each other when it mattered, and that's what counts. Natalie, I'm so happy this all worked out for you guys. You deserve the absolute best, and lucky for you, that's what you're getting in Tony. Now, not every day is going to be a fairy tale, but I hope that when challenges arise, you look at the people at this table, and you look to everyone else here as your support group. Don't be afraid to lean on us. Tony, I don't love you like a brother. I love you as a brother. We've had more fun in the 31 years that we've been alive than most people do in their entire lifetimes, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm honored beyond words what it means to stand up here and be your best man. Folks, if you can join me, please raise a glass to the newlywed couple, and Serbians we say Giga, Italian they say salute, but it all means the same thing. Good luck, God bless, cheers.